Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6, verse 9. Unto you, therefore, O kings, do I speak, that you may learn wisdom and not fall away. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bashar, Yahushai, Bashar, Rakah, Kodash, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. This lesson is going into, when you look at wisdom, okay, you have to look at it in the spirit, man. All right. Wisdom has to be more beautiful than the most beautiful woman that you can imagine in your mind. Okay. Wisdom's first. Because for one, who created that woman? How did she get here? Well, we know Yahweh Bashar created everything through wisdom, right? Everything you see, man. The sun, the mountains, the water, the oceans, etc. Okay. Any beautiful thing you see. Okay. So let's read that again. Verse 9. Unto you, therefore, O kings, do I speak, that you may learn wisdom and not fall away. Okay. So your attention span, okay, your affection needs to be towards wisdom first. Okay. Because when you read Sirach chapter 19, verse 2, let me get that. It says, wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away. So the other scripture says to learn wisdom so you will not fall away. But in this scripture, wine and women will make men of understanding fall away. And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. You see that? So the physical woman can make you fall away. Just like in the history of Israelites, man, when you read in the scriptures, man. Okay, the scriptures are there for our learning. And what do we learn with the woman? A lot of times, okay, from Genesis through the whole book, wise men fell away all because of a woman, made horrible mistakes, okay, dealing with a woman, man, all because of the beauty. For example, King David, he committed adultery, okay, got the man killed, all because he saw that beautiful woman, man. He couldn't resist. But at that moment, he was supposed to do what? Put his affection on wisdom. And that wisdom would have took his hand and said, nope, come this way. Don't go that way. That's not right. Okay, because wisdom is light. So if you hang on to that woman more, okay, be pleased with her. The scriptures talk about sucking the breast, getting the milk to grow, the nourishment, just like a baby, man. Okay, then you will see clearly in your everyday. Okay, you will see a lot clearly, man. All right. From there, let's go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, starting at verse 7. Wherefore I pray, and understanding was given me. I called upon Yahweh, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. Now we know Solomon prayed for wisdom first, and everything was added unto him, right? But wisdom is first. That's the first woman you should be dealing with, man. And your heart, okay? Being single-minded towards her, holding her hand, rubbing her back, you know, spending that quality time with her. That's very, very, very important, man. That's why Paul wrote what he wrote, man, about making sure your mind is concentrated without distraction towards Yahweh Bashar, knowing that women can bring distractions, okay? Verse 8, I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her. Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. Right. Nothing can be compared to this woman. Nothing, man. The most beautiful ever. Okay. Because it talks about wisdom coming from the throne of the Most High, from the heavens, man. Okay. So she is coming down right from heaven. Nothing is more beautiful than that. And you got to remember that, man. If you stay spiritual, you can see how beautiful she is. But if your heart is on carnality, then you're going to look at that picture and say she's the most beautiful. And when you see her in person, she's going to take your heart, man. She's going to take it and throw it in the garbage. That's what's going to happen, man. Satan going to grab a hold of you. Okay. Verse 10. I loved her above all health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light. For the light that cometh from her never goeth out. Right. The light to see. We're in a very, very dark place. So you need to see, man. Okay. That very, very beautiful woman ain't going to help you see. All you're going to see is her. And That ain't going to save you, man. Okay? You got to be able to see the light. Wisdom, man. All right? See where you're going. Verse 11. All good things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands. So she's going to bring you everything you need. She's going to pat your back. She's going to calm you down. She's going to comfort you. Okay? Now, we know a woman in the world, she could comfort you, you know, be all soft and be a good support. But, hey, nothing compared to this woman. Okay? She goes over the top. Okay? That's the point of this lesson, man. Understanding that, man. I don't care how beautiful the woman is, man. You know? And you'll see a pretty woman, man, your jaw drop like, dang, look at her. But you're supposed to be 10 times like that towards wisdom, okay? Because that comes from heaven. Verse 12. And I rejoice in them all, because wisdom goeth before them. And I knew not that she was the mother of them. Right, man. Is the mother. So when you see that beautiful woman, well, who was the mother of her? Okay? She's the one that made her beautiful, man. Okay? Think about that. Verse 13. I learn diligently and do communicate her liberally. I do not hide her riches, for she is a treasure unto man that never faileth, which they that use become the friends of Yahweh, Bashar Yahushai, being commended for the gifts that come from learning, man. So that's the treasure, man. She is the treasure, man. The problem with man in this world, man, they have been taught that the physical woman is the treasure, man. And that's the problem. So because you act like that, these women, man, they think they just so big time, and they walk around like their shit don't stink, and they become ruler over a man. And if she becomes ruler over you, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to pay attention to wisdom like that, because she rules you, and she going to want you to pay attention to her always. Okay, so that goes back through her, we all die. That's how it goes, man. Verse 16. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship. For he hath given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely, to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, in the mix of times, the alterations of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons, the circuits of years, and the position of stars, the natures of living creatures, the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasoning of men, the diversities of plants, and the virtues of roots, and all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt. And you will be subject to hurt dealing with these women, man. All because of her beauty. You in awe. Okay, you're going to be subject to a lot of hurt. This world is evil, man. You got to know that, man. Loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power. Right, free from care. Let's deal with that for a second. Because you can trust wisdom. Hey, it's very difficult, man, to trust a real beautiful woman, man. Think about that in this world, man. That's very, very difficult to not be worrying, okay, if you give your heart to that woman. All right? You give your heart and your mind to wisdom. Okay? Focus on her. You can trust her. She will be there for you. Okay? She won't let you down. Okay? But you got to do right by her. You got to be affectionate. You got to show that attention, that quality time. Okay? Meditate with her, man. That's important, man. All right? It says, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtile spirits. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passes and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. Right, she is pure, man. These women walking around ain't pure. They try to act like they pure, but they ain't pure, man. They wish they was, but wisdom is pure, so you can count on that. You can book it. Verse 26, for she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh, and the image of his goodness. And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. And in all ages enter into holy souls. She maketh them friends of Yahweh Shai and prophets. Think about that, man. She brings you to the throne, man. Your spirit. Okay? Because it says wisdom bring you to the kingdom, right? So we're going to be the image of the heavenly host. We're going to be like them, immortal. So she going to bring you to the throne. So you got to do right by her, man. That's, hey, that's the best woman you could have right there. That's the best friend. All right? Verse 29. For she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the order of the stars, being compared with the light, she is found before it. For after this cometh night, but vice shall not prevail against wisdom. Right? Nothing can prevail against wisdom. Okay? Nothing, man. Okay? So when you look at a beautiful woman, try to think in your mind and say, you know what? She's beautiful, all right, but she ain't close to wisdom. Not even close. If you keep this as your mind state, okay, you actually manifest in your life, man, you will do a lot better in the spirit. You'll be more under control, okay, because I know for a fact in the spirit that Satan ain't done, man. You know, he's going to use different women, man, to try to get at you in his last days to get you distracted. You can best believe it, man. Okay. And he going to bring some bad ones your way. Okay. All you ever dreamed of, like Dave Chappelle in that movie. I forgot the movie was called. He said, all you ever dreamed of, man. Just like you wanted the woman to be. Curves. If you like curves, long hair, natural. Okay. That can get you, man. That can destroy a man. All right. But like I said, remember that wisdom is way more beautiful than her. And if you're being spiritual, you will see it that way. So hopefully you will edify. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders, great millstone. And shalom to Yaakam out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.